Alright guys, welcome back to Vampyr. We're steady rolling with this incredible playthrough. Appreciate all the support. Hit that like button and subscribe. Also click into the join button. Take a look at some of the membership benefits for the channel. Appreciate all the support here. Now when we left off, things are a little bit unfortunate with Whitechapel. My action to charm Dorothy Crane has caused her to go missing, so I guess she forgot who she is. She just left. So we gotta go talk to Lady Ashbury and see what she says now that we've stopped the blackmail from happening. Alright, yep, we'll make our way over to the hospital. We gotta go back to Pembroke.
Kill it, boy!
Oh, whoa, okay. Wasn't expecting that. Interesting.
Crush the leech!
That's not good. Watch. Gotta be careful with your stamina. Gotta manage it better. Let me just get away from all that. Let me run. Gotta remember to run too.
That's what you do with leeches.
There you go. Give me a chance to get my stamina back up. Watch out. Keep running. I'm gonna get these kills. I just want to make sure we do this on our time. Here we go. Oh, what is this? They got some... What are those, gas clouds? Interesting. Chill. Put my barrier back up. Oh, I don't have that available yet. Gotta watch out. It's a good claw attack. Alright, let me go ahead and do this and get my blood back up. We got a lot of stuff that we need to use. Watch your blood. We can light up another blood barrier. Kill him. Still not dead. There we go. You see what I did to your friend there? Alright, we gotta run for a little bit. Let me get back here and heal. Dang it, I was trying to avoid that.
Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Get there. These must have been the people who left those marks. Because they did so deliberately. Here we go. I'm out of blood. I thought I had more on me. Alright. Gotta watch that. That's so funny. Yeah, I need to get some blood back from you, buddy. I'm gonna have to work on my stun ability, because whatever it's gonna take so that I can start doing blood absorption, we're gonna have to figure that out. Get that improved. Alright, so you just kind of set up an ambush over here. Very interesting.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reid. I like a man who speaks his mind.
Oh, I got you. It's all good. In the end, you're a killer. Compassion only hides your appetite. He trusted you. I'm not trying to tear... I mean, we're on the same page here. In the end, you're a killer. Compassion only hides your appetite. I guess we'll... Is this condescending? Compassion only hides your appetite. He trusted you. I don't know where this is. I don't think any of these are going to put us in a good place here. I guess we'll go with this one, because this sounds like we're... Both of these sound negative, for sure.
You killed him. He trusted you. And you killed him.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
No need to apologize. We are vampires after all. That sounds fair to me.
We are vampires. We live by leeching the blood from weaker prey. We are Darwin's next chapter. His cynical and perhaps ultimate expression.
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
The case is closed, Your Ladyship. The person who took advantage of you has, shall we say, seen the error of her ways.
So who was it?
My lady, the blackmailer was dealt with using the utmost discretion. The culprit's identity is of no relevance.
Thank you, Jonathan. That is exactly what I needed from you. You have proven your loyalty, so, as a friend, please accept this small token of my appreciation.
Thank you, my lady.
If you have an inclination to learn more about vampires or your current situation, I will be glad to aid you in your quest for knowledge.
Now hold up now. We did that and we only got 50 shillings? Lady Ashbury, he could at least give us 100. I'm surprised she's not more concerned about who it was. But at the same time, they did use an alternate name. You know, it's so crazy to me because all we did was charm her mind so that she would stop doing what she was doing. And it's almost, I honestly think she just left. Because that district has gone down. And I don't even know if there's a way to fix it because she was the pillar of that district. So it may end up just getting plunged in the darkness. I might just go on a spree and build up my XP from the citizens there. Especially once we get more of their hints unlocked. But for right now, let's ask her about her ladyship.
I know this is beyond the pale, but may I inquire your age?
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now, and 27 I shall remain.
And who bestowed upon you this eternal youth?
My maker. He left this isle a long time ago.
Very well, but I believe there is more to this than you are saying.
A lady has to have some secrets.
Why did you save me in the canning factory?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gutter scowl.
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that created me then.
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, scowls are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
What type of vampire is a Scarl?
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild, slaves to their baser instincts.
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the patients of the hospital?
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find a solution for our hunger. Until that happens, he is clever enough to understand that I only feed upon the dying.
What do you know about this Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London Vampire Society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we have come to a mutual understanding.
Interesting.
And no one suspected you of the murders?
As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure. But you have my word, Jonathan. I take no pleasure in taking a life.
Which I do believe, because I mean, she's only preying on people who are already got a foot in the grave anyway. Let's talk to her about London next.
I've been away from London and England for 3 years. This isn't the city I remember.
Things have gone from bad to worse here, Jonathan. I've lived in this city for a long time, and I've never seen it like this.
The Spanish flu has hit London that bad.
Yes, but it's not just that. I've heard things. Things I've not heard for a very, very long time. There are whispers in the shadows. Something far worse than the Spanish flu is here in the city.
What is it you fear?
Fear has long since flown this form. But there is something malevolent circling us. I feel fear is merely waiting in the wings.
Are there many vampires here in London?
Immortals are of a rare breed, and we often tend to hide. But you may occasionally meet some of us at night.
Do you know any of them? Have you an idea of the identity of the vampire who attacked me?
You mean your maker? No, Jonathan, I have no clue. But I fear he or she is as careless as cruel. To let you discover your new condition by yourself.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover an immortal in the deep of the night. But we are a rare and reclusive breed. Our progeny is almost never accidental.
Will they all be as affable as you, my lady?
I do not see why not. But remember, even the shark smiles before he bites.
That sounds like a lesson from experience.
Vampire politics are as intricate and sometimes tedious as a game of chess in a gentleman's club. I've learned from experience it is best to decline to play.
Do sharks smile? I guess they do.
When I awoke, changed, I was chased and attacked by vampire hunters. Prepared and well-trained.
Though I can't be certain. More than likely it was the once glorious Guard of Priwen.
Once glorious, but still dangerous.
They have seen better days, but all fanatics are dangerous. You would be wise to stay clear. They are sworn to destroy our kind.
You make them sound like some sort of cult.
More a society, and like all the best ones, a secret society. I thought them almost gone, but it seemed they have been recruiting.
Oh, they get their ass whooped just the same trying to fight vampires. Am I a vampire? Why do we need to even ask this?
A vampire? Is that what I am? What we are?
Such a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No, you are now an Ekon, and that you shall remain.
Are you an Ekon too?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man refers to as vampires. Forget what you think you know about us.
So we are Ekons. How can I identify us amongst other vampires?
How to put it? All Ekon are vampires. But all vampires are not Ekon. We are but a branch of the immortal tree.
Well, the biggest thing I'm noticing is that these people have their mind still intact. They're not like Scowls, or Scowls don't have any reasoning. All the people in the cities that just say that they're frenzied and feral.
I don't understand. Why was I created and then left for dead?
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not normal practice. I doubt even if you find him, he will answer you, considering how cruelly he treated you.
So me being a vampire could have been a mistake.
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire by just biting someone.
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me, how is it done?
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
I've been hearing a voice talking in my head. Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice of the vampire that created me.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
How could this cause offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
Excuse my forwardness, but are you my maker?
Me? Goodness, no. Only a foolish immortal would create a progeny without taking precaution, and I'm no fool.
You only allowed yourself to get blackmailed. That's alright, though. Alright, that's all the questions we have for the lady.
I bid you farewell. For now, my lady. I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
Very interesting. Can we keep stealing the supplies from this place? Alright, there's a couple more patients in here that we want to meet before we continue on. I'm still thinking about it over there. Is fatigue... Yeah, that's right, we did lose that hint. We could kill Thomas Elwood if we wanted to. I am thinking about it, because I do want to get stronger. Hey, there's a lot of different ways you can play this. I think that's what's so spectacular about this game. I mean, you could take everybody out.
As for me,
Or you could try to leave some people behind. Alright, I think these are the two people I need to talk to, yeah. We'll start with Homegirl over here.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reid? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
We are at level 2 after finishing that last critical decision with Dorothy Crane. So we're at level 2. So that quite a few people that we could go back to. She's fatigued. We've got some hints that we need to get with her. We'll go ahead and start here.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Oh, dang, Pippa. She charged you?
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
Dang, Pippa. I share your stupor. I think that's saying, like, dumbfounded by what's happening.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reid. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to go talk to Pippa about that. I mean, it was one thing to be fraternizing with a coworker, but you're over here charging people for the hospital. Yeah, he's overstepping.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
All right, let's go talk to her son, see what's wrong with you.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reid. Can I help at all?
no,
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Uh-oh. Mortimer, we're on the same level, buddy. Oh, you got anemia. Hey, I think I have what I need to treat that. We gotta get these hints first, though. Tell me about yourself. Well, we'll start with life in London.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
Well, that's not really your decision.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful, I'd rather.
Okay, we just did that one. I accidentally clicked that.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reid. It's my mother.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Tough titties, you gonna give me some answers. Nothing else we can get from him? Let me try this one more time.
I'll let you get some rest then.
Good evening, sir.
Okay.
Doctor.
Alright, so now we've met everybody from the Pembroke Hospital. Do we want to go confront Pippa? I feel like we need to. And we need to start curing some of these people. Everybody out here is sick. Is that Pippa right there? Come on here, Pippa. I gotta talk to you.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reid.
Yeah, Dr. Reid's got some questions for you. Wait, what? What? We can't ask her about the... Really? Really? She charged the patient to stay here. That's not of concern?
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Didn't they say that was Pippa that did that? Or whatever. If they don't care, I don't care then. We'll keep moving. Can we go talk to Dr. Swansea? What are you doing?
Good evening, Doctor.
Dr. Reid, and
Yeah, I got some good news to share.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
no, we must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more unto the breach.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
She should not have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her for her honesty.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
Alright, so I guess we didn't fail that hint, so that's good. Oh, the doctor could get took out if we wanted to. That's just so tempting. We got one more hint for him if we wanted to get all the XP possible, which I guess would be 2,000. Alright, Corcoran, we'll leave you alone for right now.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Every person on here is just trying to survive a little bit longer. At least I'm giving them a chance.
Not now.
Not now. You in there playing games with Lady Ashbury? That's my Vampyr. We're gonna have to figure out a name for her. We'll go analyze this blood. Decent amount of XP back. We might use some of it. Alright, so that just gave us a light stamina regeneration. That's awesome. I think the guy back in the other place that was with, what's her name? Dorothy Crane. Yeah, Darius. He had bronchitis, so we'll go ahead and craft that. We may go back, cure him, and then take him out. 'Cause, I mean, I don't know what the point is of leaving him. But go ahead and get the cold. Set up fatigue. We'll actually do a couple of fatigue. Seems like that's what most people have.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Scowls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it.
We should. Chapter 3, Family History. Establish a connection between the vampire epidemic and Spanish flu. Alright, let me go ahead and level up here. Actually, do we want to level up? That could cause some of these districts to go even further down. Alright, I'm not going to rush yet, because it said when a district collapses, people go missing. So I don't know if everybody goes missing in the district, or if it's just half of the people, I don't know. But if we're going to kill those people off, I'd rather they still be here without them going missing first. So we'll hold off on resting if we can. Come here, Swansea. I gotta talk to you.
Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
It's so obvious.
I've just looked at the blood of one of our recently deceased.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior. More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stove, that would be smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here, but it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
I may turn London into my realm. That's hilarious. We could be that vampire, but right now we know this guy would not allow that to happen. I'm not gonna say it's too dangerous. We'll say we thought about it.
I admit it did occur to me. Blood seems to be the common factor in all of this.
I totally agree. We're in uncharted territory here. Maybe it's just wishful thinking, but imagine the possibilities.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I said, I needed to talk to you. I have some rather bad news.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
My sister?
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
I need to talk to you, Edgar.
Please do so.
Okay, yeah, we had a few more things we wanted to talk to him about, especially Nurse Crane, vampire hunters. Yeah, we have a lot. All right, so that's interesting. So I guess we're gonna be heading to that funeral now. But remember, we bit his sister. That could get interesting. All right, let's talk about Nurse Crane first. I'm surprised he didn't even ask about her.
Nurse Crane will not be returning to Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, really? Did something happen? She seems such a very capable woman.
I asked for her resignation. She blackmailed Lady Ashbury. She is forever gone. Oh. Didn't he? You know what? He led us to the situation. So we'll go ahead and tell him. There's no reason to lie about it.
She was blackmailing Lady Ashbury. Thought she was murdering patients as some sick upper-class game.
Nurse Crane was playing a dangerous game. She's lucky Lady Ashbury abhors violence.
Okay. That's very interesting. I'm gonna come back to that.
Do you know anything about the vampire hunters in the East End?
Without a doubt, it's the Guard of Prewen. Zealots to the last man.
Where do they come from?
Once they shared the Brotherhood's ideology on non-intervention, but they concluded vampires were a scourge.
They're definitely well organized and equipped.
They're extremely dangerous and not to be trifled with. To them, you're a feral beast, and I, your accomplice.
So you manage a hospital financed by a vampire?
Yes, Pembroke was founded by Lady Ashbury. She's also our largest donor.
If I may inquire, how did you meet her?
Well, Jonathan, she sought me out and offered me the position. It's been a very profitable partnership for both parties.
A convenient yet expensive way to have a fresh supply of blood on hand, day and night, don't you think?
All vampires drink blood by nature. Me, I praise the lady's exemplary moral fiber.
We'll talk later.
Alright, so some of the stuff I was just thinking about, we'll discuss that when we get closer to the end of the game. Rare species of vampires. Interesting. So they're talking about econs a little bit. Linked to the mythological werewolf. There were Kasha. We saw a couple other names where it was different languages. Different languages for vampire. We saw that in some previous writing. But yeah, go ahead and pause that if you wanted to read through it. Sorry about the camera work. Pause it there. Bring it back down. You get a chance to pause it there. Alright, good deal. But yeah, some of the stuff that I was going to start talking about, just giving my thoughts. Warning letter. Alright, we'll read this real quick since there's the people in the hospital that we're aware of. Dr. Swansea, I must inform you of my deepest reservation concerning the Dr. Thoreau Strickland and Harvey Fiddick case. Mr. Fiddick has been hospitalized after a severe work injury. He may permanently lose the use of his arm if not treated adequately. Dr. Strickland claims that a surgical procedure may save the man's arm completely. I say it may also sever its functions for good if complications arise. Our young colleague is audacious and a daring surgeon who might prove a great professional in a few years, but for now he lacks the skills to perform such a risky procedure. Need I remind you of the mistakes he made in the past? Since Dr. Strickland refuses to listen to me, I strongly advise you forbid him to perform such a hazardous experiment. Very respectfully, Dr. Waverly Ackroyd. Waverly! Alright, so we have a new hint. So he's tried something in the past and messed up. And Dr. Strickland is really big on our blood transfusion work. I thought I went through this room already. Clearly I did not do a good enough job of it. We have another letter to Dr. Swansea from Rakesh. That's the morgue person. I will be glad to manage the temporary morgue as soon as it's open. As I have already told you, I was a doctor during the war, and I would be glad to serve my country again. I know it is not the same being a physician for the dead as it is for the living, but I believe it is important to welcome and take good care of our departed too. Rest assured I will do my best to fully perform this new duty to the best of my ability. Concerning the question of my qualifications, I'm sorry I can't give you anything more valuable than my parole. I swear to you that my regiment made me a doctor during the war, and that I saved many lives. If my word is not enough, you can contact the military administration to verify my experience and skills. They will confirm that even if I'd never followed any medical studies, the war taught me what a doctor really needs to know. Interesting. Alright, so we have a new hint about him. And so far, kind of getting back to what I was trying to say, I keep stopping every time I read something new in here. But yeah, some of my overall thoughts, I'm going to hold off till the end of the game, because I am reflecting on stuff from when I first played. I don't want to spoil anything, nor do I want to just start rambling in the middle of the game. Let's keep things going here. As many of you guys might be seeing this for the first time. So we know we need to go back to the cemetery in Whitechapel. I guess I'll go ahead and talk to these doctors. We got a couple new things for Dr. Ackroyd, more so for Dr. Strickland. Let's see what... Actually, no, we don't have anything for Ackroyd right now. Is that Strickland here? Yes.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reid. Can I be of any help?
Yeah, you're gonna have to tell me what you did to mess up before.
Tell me, Thoreau, what's the real cause of your dislike for Dr. Ackroyd?
He refuses to admit that your blood transfusion technique is the only way to save Mr. Fiddick. I'm convinced we must use it.
What Dr. Ackroyd really said is that you lack the skill to perform this operation efficiently. Is there anything you have to say about this?
It's a false conceit. Dr. Ackroyd secretly envies your reputation. His jealousy blinds him. I'm not the real target here.
Man, that is so interesting. Wow. Alright, nothing else for him.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland. I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear.
Oh, there we go, Rakesh. I was trying to get in here. Rakesh, let me in.
I cannot enter.
Ain't that some I wanted to talk to him, too.
Old medical bench, sir. I understand you must be very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
What the... Is he talking to them? Is he expecting a response? You don't get your crazy ass back out here so I can talk to you. What are you doing? Hey! Hey, let me talk to you.
Good evening, Dr. Reid.
Whoa!
Such a
There's that
pleasure
camera
to
angle.
see you again.
So he's got 2 treatments of fatigue. Oh, hell nah. Damn, doctor. Why do you need 2 treatments of fatigue? You're working with dead people. How are you fatigued? They're not giving you any trouble. They're dead.
Tell me the truth about your appointment as a medic during the war, Rakesh.
The regiment administration appointed me by mistake. I had to learn the job on the spot, sir. Very hard, sir, but I rose to the challenge.
You can't impersonate a doctor. You can't improvise a medical education. People could die at your hands.
You're absolutely right, sir. But as a field surgeon, it was more like being a butcher.
Do you believe you have really helped these people?
My ratings were within the averages of the regiment. I saved lives, Dr. Reid. Does that not say enough about triage and war surgery?
Do you realize how many soldiers died because of that decision? You should have refused.
Yes, sir. I swear I did, sir. But no one listened. When the first wounded arrived, I had to do what I could.
It is an unbelievable story, Mr. Chidana.
It was a time beyond belief, Dr. Reid. But I'm happy not to deal with the wounded. I prefer caring for the dead now.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course.
I kind of get where he's coming from. I mean, you can get so much stuff from exploring, so it's kind of worthless to invest that way. All right. I'm thinking we may need to start taking some people out. And here's the deal. We have a lot of people to heal. Some of these people, and we still have a lot of hints, which are going to come at later points in the game. I mean, this area, Dr. Swansea is going to be here, so maybe we go ahead and take out Thomas Elwood. We could take out Thelma Hallcraft. Now, she does have a couple more hints, so we'll probably wait on her. We failed this hint for him because I don't know what I can't remember. I had to go back and look. But we said something to him that he didn't like when we were trying to unlock that hint. So we could treat his fatigue and then take him out. And in terms of his social circle, it's only her. Oh yeah, so this screen here are some side missions that we could do. So we have somebody that's watching over Thelma. I probably should do this next so I can see what other hints there are for her. So we'll keep that in mind. We also have the pharmacy that we need to do for these two for that surgery for Harvey Fiddick. He just has a headache. And we messed up one of his hints because we should have guessed that he was buried with the person that he loves. But instead, we were talking about the guilt from killing people in war. So we messed up that hint. Alright, so we're going to start this up. Let's see if we can unlock everything for Thelma because she's in the same social circle as Thomas Elwood. And once we got everything unlocked for her, we may take both of them out. I think that's how we're going to progress this. And her crazy ass just over here chilling. Alright, looks like the person for this side mission is fairly close.
I'm sorry you ended up on my plain and cold medical bench.
Yeah, we got a couple dots up there. Yeah, we'll bring out the stake for this. I do need to find some more weapons. I'm kind of tired of using the hacksaw. Guess I could go back to a two-handed weapon. Level 7. They'll get killed quick. No chance. Why are we all just creeping in here? Collect all this stuff. We'll go read the note. Is this a note here? Nope. Oh, a couple shotgun shells. That's nice. Alright, survey mission from the Grotto Pre-Wind Command Post. 3 days ago, one of our new recruits heard a rumor about the presence of a female vampire hiding in the Pembroke Hospital. All we have is her first name, Thelma. Your mission is to discreetly go there and observe any suspicious activity concerning said leech, then report directly back to us, and we will decide what action should be taken. So she's gonna get herself killed because she wants to be a vampire. Maybe we'll make her one. No, we're just gonna get the XP. So we should be able to go back and report to her. I almost forgot to check that. Where are you, Thelma? I'm looking for you. There you crazy as is.
You are going to reveal all your secrets to me.
A giant morgue
even the darkest thoughts in
She's over here flirting with Thomas.
My blood and soul. They belong to you now.
The life running in your veins. This dead flesh needs it.
Oh, please spare me, Dark Queen. Spare your obedient slave.
Yep, it's that 18th century Riz right here. That's how it goes. What is she doing? Why can't I talk to her?
Came here in the first place.
Good evening, Miss Houghton.
I need blood, Doctor. Warm.
Yeah, you say that.
Tell me, Thelma, what do you really know about vampires?
I saw one and he saw me. I watched him hunt and kill. I saw his terrible wounds heal as his victim died. And then I knew I was saved.
You mean you actually saw a vampire? Here in London?
Yes. And it has been the answer to my pain. I must drink and kill to regenerate my decaying body. I am a vampire too.
You know nothing about vampires, you could be in danger.
You have no idea what problems your claim could cause if heard by the wrong people, Miss Howcroft. You must stop this nonsense now.
Why fear the truth? Strange things live in the dark, Dr. Reid. Strange and ancient beings that were here before this island even had a name.
I'm really feeling like we should just go ahead and give her sweet relief. We've got all of her hints. We don't gain anything by keeping her here. And like I said, this district is in pretty good shape already. I think it's time to strengthen ourselves. It's time to feed. We could mesmerize her. Let's do it. She wants to be a vampire. She won't be a vampire from this, but we're gonna go ahead and take her away. This looks so sketch. If you saw a doctor walking around with somebody like this, like, how exactly are you treating that patient? Something like that.
Why kill me, brother? We could have ruled this land together and forever.
I don't know about all that, Thelma. The district won't suffer too much. Whitechapel, that one's pretty much out of control. Alright, we're gonna go get her buddy. No reason to leave him here. Dang, we just ate our first person. Look how much XP we got from that too. About the use of garlic and wooden stakes. Alright, give you a few seconds to pause that if you'd like to. And down there. Alright, now we'll talk to him and see. She gave us a small key, so I wonder what that unlocked. Alright, let's talk to him now. We do have the blood we need to treat him.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reid.
Does he need 2 treatments of fatigue? Oh, no, that's just how many we have on hand. I was just misreading it. All
Soldier, Do you need assistance?
Not really.
Give him the medicine.
As long as you remain here, I will make sure you don't have to worry about your health.
Don't think you can do much about it. Damage is done.
Alright, so we've got him back up. Like I said, we can't get the last hint, so it is what it is. And you know, he loved Hallcroft. Now she's dead. We're gonna take him away. I'm gonna take you right over to where she was.
The giant morgue disguised as a hospital.
I mean, he's always in pain. Nobody can really fix his condition. Don't mind us, nurse. Taking this patient for a walk. He needs some fresh air. Does not need any of this blood anymore. You see your girl on the ground? Oh, she's gone already. Where'd you go? Goodbye, Thomas Elwood.
So this is how it ends. Farewell, my life, you betrayed me, good.
We got a lot of XP now. Those two people. I've been very restrained. The district will soon suffer. No, it won't. Not too much. We haven't lost any of the major players yet for this area. Now, once again, if we rest, I'm very concerned that Whitechapel is going to fall apart. Well, that's cool how it gives you a little description of what's going on with the person before they went. I'll go bring his back up in case you didn't get a chance to finish reading through it. A lot of the stuff we already know about the person, just Dr. Reid's perspective from when he embraced them. Oh, there's so many things we could do with our abilities. We finally have ultimates unlocked. Okay, so it says here, one of them is Rage. You lose control and let the beast take over for a short time. The beast teleports itself to all enemies around you and strikes them with furious blows. That's crazy. We have Abyss. You create a shadow vortex at your target's feet. Coming to life, the shadows interrupt an enemy in the area and inflict tremendous damage. And then last we have the Blood Cauldron. You focus your power to boil your target's blood, causing it to violently explode, dealing damage to the target and anything nearby. Oh man, these are tough choices. I'm really liking Rage. I feel like that has a lot of promise if you're automatically teleporting to everybody. How much XP is it going to cost? 1,000? We've got it. Alright, let's go ahead and get Rage as our ultimate ability. So some abilities are so powerful that even vampires fear them. Rage is one of them. The vampire loses control and unleashes the beast within to do their dirty work. The beast teleports itself on targets around them, striking with an unfettered fury. Because of its dark nature, this type of ability cannot be used too often. Just release the beast, my friend. It's more satisfying than you think. Dang. Alright, let's go ahead and get our regeneration to level 2. Or level 3 by that standard. Alright, now we can carry more serums. And more cartridges of ammo. 295, I can't do anything else. Alright, once again, we spread that out pretty well. Alright, let's see what happens from the night. We've took out 2 people from Pembroke. Let's see if Whitechapel stays up as well. Alright, so that actually had a lot of consequence. Wow. That took us down to 77% serious situation. Alright, so more people are sick, so we really need to get these people treated. I'm starting to think I'm just going to go through a rampage, because this place is almost in chaos. I mean, I don't know if we even heal everybody, if we even get it back up to serious or stable. The pillar's gone. That's what did a lot of this. We haven't even got to this area yet. And the docks haven't really had a lot of interaction there yet either. A lot more people to meet in this game.